In a previous video, I explained full vector control and some of its uses. See the link above or in the description below. Now let's set up a GS30 for full vector control, or as the manual calls it, induction motor with field-oriented control plus encoder. To start off, install an encoder card in the GS30. Click the link above or in the description for a video detailing adding cards to the drive. For my application, I'm using a line driver encoder and input card. And this particular encoder has an optional pre-wired cable. Here's the wiring diagram I followed. Once the encoder is wired, power up the drive, and you can spin the motor and see the pulse lights flash to verify wiring. As a side note, I mostly use the GS4 keypad to program. I find it easy to use. But you can do all this with the built-in keypad or the drive programming software. To learn more about using the GS4 keypad on DURAPulse drives, or to get the free programming software, see the links in the description. Now let's look at programming. I've already set my basic parameters such as motor FLA, voltage, and start-stop commands. You'll want to do that as well. There are videos showing all that in this playlist. P0.04 allows you to set the user display to RPM, which once the encoder is installed will display true RPM from the encoder rather than calculated speed based on motor-rated RPM and output frequency. One of the reasons I use this GS4 keypad is so I can view multiple variables at once. So here's the RPM on line 3. And here it is on the GS30 keypad. I've left P00.10 to the default of 0 for velocity control mode. P10.00 will set to 1 to use the encoder card. And P10.01 is set to 1024 for the encoder pulses per revolution. And set P10.02 from 1 to 4. This sets the type of pulses and direction. I've set mine to match my encoder type, and you can see the diagram here from the manual to match your encoder. Next, we'll check the direction and we'll come back to this in a minute. Now, while watching the RPM user display, briefly run the motor. As you can see here, I'm running forward, but the RPM display is negative. If this occurs, verify your motor rotation is correct and change if needed and retest. And if it still shows reverse RPM with your motor going forward, go back to 10.02, which I'll now set to 2. Another quick run test shows the encoder properly indicates my speed and rotation. And to continue programming, P00.11 is set to 3 for IM FOCPG, induction motor with field-oriented control plus encoder. There's a great breakdown of these abbreviations here in the manual. You'd set P10.04 to 10.07 for any gearing between the motor and the encoder. P10.08 to 10.15 is fault treatment. Since mine is just test bench, I've set 10.08 to 0 to just issue a warning. You'll probably want to give this more consideration in a real-world application. There are lots of other settings for the encoder, including a second encoder input and options for pulse out. Please review these for safe operation of your system. The last step for the minimum setup is to tune the drive for your specific motor. With no load connected to the motor, set parameter 5.00 to 1 and press start. This takes a minute or two and the motor will run a bit. It's a bit difficult to simulate this without a system designed to take advantage of it, but hopefully you can see here that this motor turns freely at 0 speed when I previously ran it in sensorless vector control. But here you can see there's significantly more resistance, and the drive is attempting to correct the external forces while in full vector control. And yes, I can still turn it slightly, but this is only a 1/2 horsepower motor, so it has limited torque. This mode is often used for crane applications where full torque at 0 speed is required to hold the load in place when the brake is released. Winder tension web control applications where speed and torque vary greatly depending on the changing roll diameter. and lifts or elevators when load control and safety are paramount. Please click here to see more DURAPulse Drive videos. Click here if you need further help. And click here to subscribe to be notified of new products and solutions.